Hello, you guys. It's me, Danyell, Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. This week we have some powerful energy dealing with Virgo and Pisces and their activation. It's going to bring some clarity, alignment, and some karmic direction dealing with the Pisces and Virgo axis. We have the Sun, Mercury, and the nodes bringing our destiny into focus. So I'm going to break it down. We're going to talk love, money, and some healing. If you want to know all about that, then continue watching. 3, 2, 1. I love you. Okay, you guys, here are the dates for the week. And September 10th, we have the Sun is going to oppose the North Node. It's going to conjunct the South Node in Virgo. And September 11th, Mercury in Virgo is going to oppose the North Node, retrograding in Pisces. On the 12th, Sun is going to sextile Jupiter. Mercury is going to sextile Jupiter. Mercury is just following the Sun. And Mercury then will conjunct the Sun, which will be a Cazimi because they're sitting very close to each other. And on the 15th, Neptune will retrograde in Pisces at 0 degrees. That's the big one. And we'll talk about both the Cazimi and Neptune. And then also Venus will sextile Mars and Leo. Now, what I want you to understand, because Mercury will be somewhat close to the Sun, anything dealing with Mercury energy will be a little bit overblown or blinded. So it's somewhat like a Mercury retrograde. The Sun is blinding Mercury, so it can't work as its best. But then there will be an aha moment this week when it has the Cazimi. Okay, so just a warning of this week of driving, communication, emails. Just know that you may be a little lost in the sauce. Now on September 10th, the Sun is going to oppose the North Node and it will conjunct the South Node. This is the theme of clarity versus what is your calling. So whenever the Sun is conjunct anything or dealing with any of the planets, it's going to shine a light. And now it's going to shine a light on any Virgo themes. And you're talking about your health, your work, your routines, and daily responsibilities. Because it's opposing that North Node, your future, your destiny, there's going to be something from your past coming up, something that you're comfortable with. And that is dealing with Virgo energy. Again, that is the health, that is the work, that's the routines, those are the details and being perfect. Now it's going to be a tug of war with something that you need to release and forgive. Also, this is a theme of charity too, and acts of service. So you may feel pulled between doing what's realistic versus what's you need to listen to your intuition. Notice what your life is asking you to adjust and balance it in regards to those themes. And too much structure, too much being practical and being perfect could mess up the flow here. So just realize that. On the September 11th, Mercury in Virgo is going to join the scene, and then it will be opposing the North Node, retrograding in Pisces. And you are talking about your intellect and your mind and communication versus releasing, forgiving, your intuition, your soul. And Mercury in Virgo is very precise. It is the ruler of Virgo. It likes being here, but there's details, there's contracts, there's conversations, there's analyzing and breaking down things. And Mercury opposing that North Node in Pisces, you're going to have some issues on like, what is your higher calling? What is your intuition calling you to speak on? Or what are the secrets that are happening here, your future, and you are ignoring them? Could be something, issues with your dreams, your symbols, or just miscommunication can highlight where logic and intuition clash. You might get messages from unexpected places. Do not dismiss them. Try to listen to intuition because it's off balance. Advice here is to meditate, yoga, journal, record your dreams, write your dreams. Hidden guidance may come through the most subtle of channels, things that you are trying to pursue, and it's very critical. It's very the details of that, and you trying to be perfect. And Pisces is not about being perfect. There's some issues there, so be aware of that. On September 12th, the Sun in Virgo is sextile Jupiter in Cancer. And then also we have Mercury in Virgo sextiling Jupiter in Cancer, right? Because they're sitting very close. And this is practical growth. Jupiter expands everything, and you have the practicality with Virgo. Also too, this could be emotional expansion. So the Sun there is your life. It is vitality, it's your ego, and it's working really great with optimism. Also too, Jupiter represents court system and justice, so could be something dealing with the courts as well. That's very positive. I wouldn't say very, it's positive. You have to do the work, okay? So this is a flow that supports growth, confidence, and opportunity through grounded, that Virgo energy, effort. So this energy is about dealing with the details and analyzing in a good, positive way. There's optimism here, and you're willing to commit, but more in a practical way. Now, Mercury sextile Jupiter is the big picture versus the small picture, right? Because Mercury likes the smaller picture, Jupiter likes the big picture. Now they can meet, so you can have the big picture with precise details. Excellent for writing, publishing, broadcasting. This is good for learning across the board, beginning learning, higher learning, working together, planning ideas, or having important conversations that combine clarity with inspiration. This is opportunities can come with work, health, your home life, financial or career conversations may flow easily. And the work is, the energy's out there. You have to put in a work. So this is really a great day to publish anything or write or learn. Okay, so that is September 12th. Share your ideas. Say yes to opportunities that feel aligned. Okay. Cancer is all about the feeling. Practical Virgo energy with the emotional Cancer. Also, this could be something dealing with your mom or your past or your ancestry, and now it's working, and you're able to analyze it and break it down better. Okay. So this is growth, clarity, and supportive conversations, and is bridging together. Now on September 13th, this is when we have the Cazimi. Mercury is going to conjunct the Sun in Virgo, and this is laser clarity. Okay. Mercury in the heart of the Sun. This is a breakthrough. This is a moment where the fog is lifted. Everything that was combust before, where the Sun is blinding Mercury, now it's working really well. You know how you were having your issues, destiny, and your karma and your future with those North nodes. Now you probably will get an aha moment. So expect clarity in communication, contracts, business plans, or anything dealing with health. You're going to have some clarity. I think this is very positive. Virgo deals with coworkers. It deals with details. It deals with organizations, decluttering, diminishing things that are not working for you. It's an excellent day for major conversations or signing any deals. Use this day to set intentions, organize your thoughts, or have important conversations. Well, the universe is giving you the green light. This will definitely be strong for other people, okay? Especially all my Virgo placements, all my Pisces placements, all my Gemini and Sagittarius placements. You guys will be feeling this. In all my earth signs, this is very positive for you as well. Okay, so Neptune is retrograding in Pisces at 0 degrees on the 15th of September. This is huge because 0 degrees, first of all, Neptune retrograding bring a lot of things that are in the dark in the light. At 0 be very potent, and this is something that has already been said and done. This is things that are being repeated. So we may be seeing that Jeffrey Epstein list coming to the forefront. Okay, Neptune rules Pisces, so it's very strong. It's back in his home sign. It's also karmic chapter happening here, or it's re-entering something. And retrograde is reviewing, repeating, reflecting. Planet is retrograding. They don't say that it's not working, but I find that the energy is not working, so it can work better, if that makes sense. So when you're dealing with Neptune, you are dealing with things that are in the dark. You are dealing with secrets. You are dealing with endings. And now it's not ending, or the conspiracy theories is being brought to light. So we'll see. It could be a spiritual reset for the individual. This could be illusions and disillusionment being lifted. And I'm talking about politicians, shady people, addictions also is dealing with Neptune. So any type of drug, medication, there could be some truth, being aware of that. Any type of fantasy or fogness or blurry or cloudiness you had, that's going to be lifted. Secrets, deceptions, that's going to be dissolved into the light, okay? Forcing the collective to face reality. Neptune doesn't want to be in reality. Now there is reality, okay? Art and creativity, that could, we have to redo it. Something in that light. Now Neptune also represents romance and charity, and there could be some awareness to that or a lack of, okay? But it's going to be very potent and strong. Now this is very strong with water. There could be some themes. Pisces in water is dealing with oceans, floods. So be aware of any type of water element. Spiritual, religious movement, anything dealing with compassion, it could be renewed. Your intuition, your dreams, your psychic downloads could be coming back, being repeated, or being like almost like a forcing for you to wake up and finally see a re-emergence of old escapist tendencies. Use your discernment. Do not use drugs. Do not use alcohol. Try not to binge watch things. Focus on reality. Opportunities for healing and forgiveness. 0 degrees. This is what Neptune in Pisces really means for the collective and you individually. This is very strong. If I have to, I'll do an individual video on this behind my paywall so I could be a little more honest about the conspiracy theories. We will see how that goes, okay? The outer planet are also dealing with Neptune retrograding in 0 degrees because you have Uranus retrograding in Gemini, you have Neptune retrograding in Pisces, and you have Pluto retrograding in Aquarius. It's making a minor grand trine. And when Mercury and the Sun enters Libra, 0 degrees, it will make a kite. That will be a big issue. That's going to be on September 18th and the 23rd. There's going to be some issues going around with the egos and relationships and the justice system and fairness and harmony and balance and creativity. There's going to be some issues there. Be aware of that. These are just a warning that day is coming. But for right now, when Neptune is at 0 degrees, really dealing with that minor grand trine, and Uranus is a lot of intellectual, fast energy, dealing with technology, social media, the intellect, right? And communicating that. Any type of social media, any type of communication that's very out of the box. And now Neptune is involved here, and it's positive. It's working with it. So this illusions and deceptions makes me think of the Nick Fuentes. This makes me think of the Tucker Carlson and the Candace Owens. Something may come out of this. So what happens? They already had something dealing with this minor grand trine when it was Aries involved. Mars was involved for sure. But let's see what happens with them. Pluto retrograding in Aquarius is also the intellect, high communication, technology, social media, all that, and also controlling of freedom of speech too, and the schools and higher education. So all those will be coming up. This will be a little bit more positive. This is the air and water energy. So innovative is spirituality. There's a collective transformation and is blended together in a very profound way. So information revolution, tech and spiritual fusion together. It makes me think of like church online or something like collective awakening. So be aware of that together, because Gemini represents the youth. Neptune and Pluto is more transformative and change and ending and forgiveness and releasing of themes with information, working with that compassion and unity, something ending, okay, or even corrupt secrets. All that's working. Get ready for that. I think the media and freedom of speech battles that's come up, I think there's going to be something shocking, something very out of the box with technology that's very corrupt. I keep saying corrupt. Maybe something dealing with drugs, spirituality added to that, or something drugs and medication added to that. Makes me think of Ozempic. Maybe something up with Ozempic. But Uranus and that Pluto, it's going to move fast. So whatever it is, it will move fast. Now we have Venus in Leo. It's going to sextile Mars and Libra. When you have sextile, you have to work towards it. So we have that towards the end of the week. And Venus is all about our relationships, our love, our harmony, our balance. You are dealing with something with court system. So if you're dealing with court, it's going to be positive for you if you work on it. This is dealing with beauty, what you naturally attract, also money. So this is one of the sweetest aspects when it comes to love, dating, creativity, and collaboration. There's a creative spark here, and you're being diplomatic and you're being charming with this. This could be a good for negotiations, signing of contracts, collaborations, when it comes to fairness and charm and partnerships too. Okay. As far as global predictions, could be Mars always makes me think of war, and now it's working good with our allies too. So whatever country is, the allies are working great when it comes to Mars, when it comes to pursuing and achieving things. So that is what I have. A lot of tug of war with logic, Virgo energy, and intuition and divine timing. But remember, both are needed, and you need to have harmony and balance. You need to have the practicality, and you need to have the spiritual element, putting it together and not having that off balance energy. Virgo helps us stay grounded. Pisces reminds us to think of the world and have compassion and charity. Okay. By Saturday, we have that Mercury Cazimi, and it brings everything into focus. So trust the clarity that is coming. I'm excited for that. And it could be dealing with the themes of health and something that's dealing with diminishing and cleansing. If you love this breakdown, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to go deeper into astrology, check out my paywall. It's called Danny's Astro Tarot Elite, is where I give bonus spreads. Also too, this week, I think I'm going to go deeper into Neptune retrograding at 0 degrees in Pisces. We'll talk about the conspiracy theories that can be coming up. More of the Jeffrey Epstein, more details, and some other things that I have under my sleeve. All right, so thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye bye.